Absolutely. I'm getting all goosebumped. Your sets are almost sold out because I didn't get a chance to buy them, but I'm gonna still try and make it to come in, even if they just give me a standing room. I don't care. So this is Miss Minnie Jones, as I played for you her recordings and her stuff. She's from New York City. And am I right? You're still from New York City?
Yeah.
And Dr. Bennett Wood, thank you so much. He's with the Jazz in the Bistro, who is organizing all that stuff. He is instrumental in helping to bring everybody here from the Jazz in the Bistro to ensure that you guys are exposed to jazz and all other music styles that are out there. And it's continuing to live and grow, and it doesn't die. So, we are here. We don't have any agenda. We try to figure out. I did teach kids D Dorian, so they at least know a bit how to improvise. They understand the difference between D. See? Oh, good. See the Dina?
Good job. Good
Yeah.
job.
So it's been a great month. We've been to Spell Symphony Hall. We've had a Scottish workshop with Mr. McNeil, who is folk musician and producer from Scotland, and he joined us from Glasgow, Ireland, and our wonderful IT. I don't know what I would do without him. Scott Wegner helped us to connect him from Glasgow,
That is so
Scotland.
exciting.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
we are here with you. So they do understand basic structure of improvisation a little bit. We haven't gotten to the blues, but we do know the D Dorian, and they understand how to do it. I even had them run with the backing tracks of D Dorian scale, and they kind of get it, and they can improvise on that. So I can play piano for you. I'm not a jazz pianist, but I can definitely do the chords by ear and everything else.
This is so exciting, first of all, to see you guys with all these string instruments and, you know, just in it. This is wonderful. How long have some of you been playing? How long? 4 years? Two. Do you love it? I see a face. It's fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about over here? How long have you? 4. Okay, these are good numbers. And you guys are passionate about what you do? Okay, that's great. And what were you playing when I walked in? What was that piece? That sounded good. That sounded like it was a song. You guys have a great ear, and you must have a wonderful teacher. So give her a little thanks, you know, for just bringing in people and exposing you to an orchestra. How do you clap? Do you do the foot thing, or do you do, you know, your bow? How do you, or do you just clap? All right, we're gonna give a hand. Thank you so much.
If I wouldn't have them, then I couldn't teach them what I know, and I have to keep on growing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, have any of you have any experience with jazz, playing jazz? Do we know what a blues is? Okay, let me get some thoughts on a blues. I see the yellow shirt back there. Yep.
So it's kind of like, when I play, sometimes, isn't it played with harmonica? Sometimes?
It can be played with a harmonica. That is kind of a traditional instrument that you might find in someone playing blues style type music. Yes. Say it louder. Wow, that's very
Was that a Mick
important.
Kinsley?
Sometimes it's sad, but it could also be happy. That's very important. That's a very important element of the blues. What else? Any other hands? Anything else we kind of get an idea about blues?
I'm pretty sure it's like not like specific notes on the paper.
Okay, so one thing about that, and you're right, is that jazz kind of has that idea. So he said it may not be notes specific on the paper. So here's how many people play classical music? You guys got some? Okay, that's good. So in classical music, when you go to read it, you're gonna read what's there. It's so important that you read exactly what you see. That composer does not want you to veer away from those notes. How you put yourself into it is the way you express those notes. Am I gonna vibrato here? Am I going to articulate? Do we know what that word means? Articulate? Who knows that word? Articulate.
Sort of like to put like emphasis on like a certain part.
Accents, the way you cut off a note. Or do we all start together? Do we slur? How many of you know what slurring is? Okay.
7, 8 direction, no slurs.
You connect two or more notes together on one stroke, right? So in classical music, it's all kind of written there for you, and you get to kind of decide how you're going to articulate. In jazz, you are deciding how you are going to articulate it, but once you play the melody that was written on the page, now it's like you're gonna play over these chord changes. Do we know what chords are? Very important in jazz, we have to know what chords are.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Okay, I see a hand.
There's chords on the piano, it's like different notes put together.
Absolutely, chords are different notes kind of played at one time, and they determine a certain sound. So can we hear a minor chord?
Yeah.
And a major chord?
So guys, here's a good example of what we talked about. We worked yesterday, we reviewed D major scale, 7 and 8 grade. D major, D minor, remember we talked about parallel keys? D major, D minor, and then with the D Doris, E pentatonic. But here is your, which one, Miss
Let's hear a major, D major chord.
So that's what's your D major scale.
Yeah. So now we're gonna hear D minor. Do you hear a difference? What's the difference? What's the difference in the two chords? Let's hear the major again,
Major.
and let's hear the minor. Okay. They're different in sound. Let's listen one more time. I'm gonna move my mask. We're gonna hear the major. Okay, let's hear the minor. Yell it out because you're way over there.
One of them sounds very happy and then the second one sounds very sad.
Right. One sounds happy and one sounds sad. Yes.
They give emotion.
Yes. You are really on it. What's your name?
Macy.
Macy. Get it, Macy? You're really, really on point. So we have different chords because we need to emote. Do we know what that word means? We learn a lot of words here for early in the morning. What's emote mean? It means to express an emotion. Emote, emotion. So it's just an action. We need to emote certain emotions, and our job as musicians is to have our listener feel like they go on a journey. Have any of you gone to concerts? Any live band concerts? And you're like, wow. And you wonder, why do I like this so much? Why was this so much fun? It's probably because it either made you really happy, or you want to tell us something? I hear talking back there. So I'm kind of strict when it's like, because I don't want to mess up your conversation, and I want to make sure you get the information. I'm only here for an hour, okay? So when we it's important when we go to see live music, if it's really good, sometimes we don't know why, but it might be because it made us feel good in a way. Either we did a cleansing because we were sad, and maybe the music was sad, and then it went happy. Or maybe it was just happy the whole time. Or maybe you were just feeling really just down that day, and so it touched a nerve that touched something that you feel. And then it like slowly raises you up. And that's why you like different types of music. So who are some of the artists you like in your listening? Who do you like? Any. Doesn't have to be jazz.
Yeah. Marilyn Monroe? That's awesome.
Yeah, that's an artist.
That's a great singer, yeah.
Jackson, Beethoven, Shostakovich. Wow, heavy. Who do you like? That just your phone has, you got some downloads in there, or you got Spotify. Who's on that list? Frank Sinatra. Good one. How about you? Bruno Mars. He's like really big. Yo-Yo Ma. So you guys, like what I'm feeling here is a mixture of different types of music, and that's just because sometimes, in your Spotify list or your list, do you have different people? Like, do you have some of this and some of that and some of that, or is it just all classical? It's all jazz. Different people, because you have different emotions, right? No? Right? Yes? So,
Sorry, we're boring bedroom. That is boring.
That's okay, thank you. So, just to be clear, those chords, different chords, make you feel certain kinds of way. There's one chord that we didn't do just now, and it's called dominant 7. So we're gonna ask if your teacher can play that chord for us.
Wait, we've been doing backing tracks, guys. T minor 7, then dominant 7. That should be familiar to you. There is your
Hear
dominant.
that sound? So that sounds kind of what? Is it happy or sad? Hi, how are you? It sounds happy? Okay, yeah, it sounds kind of happy. It sounds kind of comical to me a little bit, like, it's not like just like serious happy. It's like silly. And the way we create those chords are from the scales that you guys have been playing. How many notes are in the scales that you guys have learned? She's counting. How many did you get? Yep, you're right there. Just believe in yourself. Yeah, you got it. Okay, I heard 8. Great. There are 8 notes. And one note might be repeated, right? If a note is repeated, if you play, because you're working on D, if you play D down here, and you play all the notes in between, and then you get to another D, what's that D called? 2 Ds. Yes. Say it. High D and low D, but there's a musical term for that. And these terms, guys.
Octopus, guys, octopus. We did talk, at least 7th and 8th grade need to know that term. Octave.
Have you guys heard of that? Anything with octave is going to be how many? 8. Yeah, so these are things that I'm saying, you're going to hear them over and over and over again. So you'll be able to say, oh yeah, I know what that is. So an octave above D is what? Yes. An octave above C is what? I'm looking at you. Yes, an octave above G is what?
Here's a prime example. I'm teaching 5th graders right now. They want to play their open G when we're working on 3 on D, right? So that's a prime example, right? Your open G versus the G right after 8 notes.
Right. An octave above, here's a trick question, but not really. An octave below G is what? G is in girl. Anybody know? Below G. You can take a chance. I like your shirt. That's a G. It's always the same note, but just in a different position. Okay? So let's make a little music here. We talked about the blues.
I will write out chords or whatever
I
you
was
need to.
just gonna say, can we write out the form?
Yeah.
So blues can be a scale. There's something called a blues scale. There's a set of notes that we use that gets kind of a bluesy sound. A blues can also be a type of what we call in jazz form or music. So we call it a form because there are different melodies that could be on. There are many different melodies that can go on this form. Does anybody know the modern day blues form? How many measures would be in a blues? You can take a guess. You say 6, you say 8, you say 7, 12. Boom. It is. Yes. Yes. The blueses that we think of today are 12-bar blueses. And I say today because at some point when blues was being formed, you could have a 6-bar, they had an idea of it, but it wasn't fully developed to what it is today. Now if you say a blues today, if you say, let's play a blues. So you're gonna find a melody, and we know lots of melodies in the jazz world. But we know that it's gonna be 12 bars.
Mr. White's room.
Can I have somebody's 8?
Yes. Savannah Hernandez, I need you to go down for dismissal. She's not here? Was she here this morning? So to know. She what?
So,
I'm sorry, Ms. Jones.
take your time. We're gonna write it on the board.
So Savannah's not here right now. Oh, she gave me, okay, then she's gonna be in her second or third. Okay, sorry, thank you. She came in late.
Oh. Does anybody know what another name for a measure is called? A bar. Who said that? Nice. Nice. Yes. So there are 12 bars in this form that we call blues. You guys are working in the key of what? C?
Give them D, it would be the easiest, yeah.
Okay.
D, six.
Okay. Did you wanna?
No, you go ahead, you go ahead.
So I'm just gonna fill this out.
And what we've done in class, this is actually gonna be great preparation for this. It's gonna be great, so you're not gonna be lost.
In a blues, the second bar of a blues usually goes to a 4 chord.
So, in the key of D, think of me always talking to you about scale degrees, and every time I talk to you about scale degrees, you do this. You get bored. So, here it is, scale degrees. So, in the key of D, what is the 4th note? G, who said that? Yes, excellent, Josiane. G is the 4th note of the key of D, so that's gonna be your 4th scale. Then back to D, so here's your blues. Is that okay if I just kind of
Okay.
Here's 4th scale degree, that means G. Back to 1. 1 again. Back to 4. Dominant 7, G again. Back to 1 again. D, 1 minute D. So we're dealing with 1, 4, and 5. Please go ahead and play your open D. Just black open D. Now, what did I just do here? Hold on a second. I was swinging the 8 notes, remember? Yes. Now, black G, which is 4 scale degree G. G. Back to D. Okay, so we're gonna go through this frame right now. Ready? 1, 2, until Miss Jones is ready, she'll take you through.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
It's you.
Okay. So
They
what?
hear me every day. They don't see you. You're it, man. You're
We're-
it.
No, you're
Yes.
it. This is awesome. We're gonna put this in time, in tempo. Do we know what tempo means? How fast or slow we go. Right. And why is that important? It's okay, you can answer that one. Why is the tempo important and something we should know? So we don't rush and we are together. That's right. So let's do it. I like the tempo you
Was it
had.
good?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when we're gonna count off a tempo, does anybody know how to do that on their own? You wanna count this tempo?
You guys remember from Scottish Workshop, you were counting this.
So you gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4. Try it. Now you gotta say it loud and say it strong.
1, 2, 3, 4.
G now. Back to D. Stay with D. 4. And back to D. And now. That one I didn't anticipate. Sorry about that. E minor second. A. In.
Nice. So the thing about the blues form is that we know we have these 12 bars. It's so crucial. I know it's early, but it's so important that you guys have that sound in your head, because then what happens is we start to change depending on the style and the sound. Yes. Oh, you can't see it goes too low?
It's a E. It's an E. Right? So second scale degree in the key of D. What's the second note? E. So that'll be second scale degree. Yeah? So that's E. And then back to A. So, Miliana, think of this. E, A, D, D. You guys can memorize that. Yes, yeah. For you, one on D, yes. Very good question. Yeah. You know what? You can erase it. That's fine. I'll tell them that. That's fine. Okay, practice it again while we're rewriting stuff. Ready? 1 and 2. Block. Swing. Ready. And D. G. D. Practice, everybody. D. Now G. D. Get ready for E minor. Got it. Got it. Thank you, Mr. Wagner. D. And then you're gonna go back to do 1. Got it, G. D. Now to G. Anybody needs to come D. E, set, go. And now D.
Alright. That's awesome. That's really awesome.
You know who I owe this knowledge to? Not Indiana University School of Music. That goes to my father, who exposed me to jazz, blues, everything possible from the age of 5.
That's
I owe
beautiful.
it to my dad.
That's so
From
beautiful.
Ukraine to Israel.
Woo, woo. Oh,
Is it
wow. Oh,
Which one?
bless.
Madeline Curtin.
Madeline.
Okay, so now that we know where these are, I want you to know, so this is the form, 12 bar blues, right? 12, let's make sure we say it right here. 12 bar blues. And it's super popular. Once you get to know it, you can substitute some chords out. So right now, let's do this first. This is your D. If I did like that, this would be your D major scale, right? This is what you've been working on, D Dorian or D
Yeah,
major?
both.
Okay, great. So in major, what determines the scale from major or minor? Does anybody know? We look at the third. The third is 3
Yes, you should know that. F
F
sharp versus
sharp.
F natural. Yes.
versus F natural. and the 7th, which this is a major
We
7th.
just worked on this yesterday, 7th grade,
Wow.
and 4 weeks ago.
Wow.
Yes.
So for those of you who don't know, these are the degrees of this D major scale. 1, E is 2, 3 is F sharp, 4 is G. So you see here, I wrote 4, there's your G. 1 is D, so you can use this kind of as a guide. Here we have a 4, it always goes to the 4, that's our G. Here is back to 1. Here we have an E, look, E is 2, so it's a 2 minor. 5, what's 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's A7, and then we're back to 1, 7. Now, there are so many different ways. A lot of times in jazz, you're gonna find that right here, they're gonna put a 6. So what's the 6th degree?
B.
Good. Good job.
Excellent. Here, this is gonna sound kind of nice when you put the 6 there. This leads to this 2. But if it were an old school blues, this might just be 5, 4, 1. Let's see what that sounds like. 4, 1. So this would be, make sure I'm writing A7.
That's getting fancy now.
A7 to 5, 4, G, 7, 1. Let's see what this sounds like. That sounds a little different. One,
So
let's
you
get
understand
another
what
person
5
to
is,
count
right?
off.
Questions?
Why don't we do half bow? Do the one you want. Some people pluck and some people bow. All right. I need a conductor to count off.
How about cello basses? Would you black right now? And violins, violas, would you both? And then maybe we'll switch.
You're gonna count?
Yes.
Okay, you gotta say it nice and strong and loud. We're ready? Okay, we're waiting.
Well, that's right. So 5 will be A. 6 will be B. Go. 1. So we're gonna do. You wanted us to do the swing, right? Like we were swinging.
Yeah, that was good. Jump.
What happened? Did I turn something off?
Uh-oh. You ready to do your count off? Okay, we're getting the piano ready. Let's practice. Okay, it sounds great. You just gotta yell it out so we can all hear it. Ready? Here we go, Silencio.
G. D. Get ready for me.
Okay, that one was a little bit different. I might change a couple other chords in here. How about if I make this an A? If I make this a 5. So something good to know, and a lot of this, you know, we're going kind of fast today because we only have an hour, and I'm just gonna dump on you all of what I can give you in that hour.
Come see her perform at the Jazz at the Bistro with a group this week. Bring your parents. It's
I
an
hope
awesome
you can
facility.
come. So the 5 of D is what?
5th scale degree in the D. What is it? A.
I'm hearing it. A. You went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So whenever you play a 5, and you can remember this for as long as you live in music and play music, 5 resolves to 1. It just leans. It wants to go to right. It's like suspended. Like, can you hold a 5 first?
5.
And then it goes to 1. It breathes. When it goes to 1, it resolves. Right? And we hear that through all kinds of music, whether it's jazz, funk, soul, country, rock, gospel, whatever, Latin music. So we just added a 5 here to bring us back to 1. So right now there was one other place I wanted to try something. You could also stay on 1 here too, if you wanted to.
Remember we talked about repeating the same note? I even played for you a video of you performing as a saxophone player. I think it was either the A Train, I don't remember, but it was 3 notes.
Yeah.
You just played 3 notes, and I talked to them about how you sung the whole thing and played all the 3 notes and made a whole big beautiful melody out of it.
Aw, that's so wonderful. So we're actually gonna get to what we call improvisation in 2 seconds. I just made this 4 chord now a 1 chord, but we're still keeping these 12 bars. Does anybody know what this is right here? Let's be very specific about it.
Oh, you know that from 5th grade. You better not let me down at that one.
Repeat, which tells us to do what? Right, so we know this is gonna be going over and over and over again, right? The other thing I wanna talk about is, what do we play once we play the melody? So there are a lot of different melodies. We weren't prepared today to learn a blues melody. I had no idea we were gonna do blues. We can make up a melody, something really simple. But I wanna talk to you about something called improvisation. Because once you're done with the melody, everybody plays the melody together. But once you're done with the melody in jazz, then what happens?
Think of Regina Carter, when I played for you Regina Carter, right? My favorite things. They all played the melody and then everybody took the turn, right? Were they playing a melody? I know it was 6 weeks ago, but you gotta remember, it wasn't that long. What did they do? Improvise, right?
So, what we're improvising from, because these are 7th chords, we call them 7th chords, and they mean dominant. So we understood that there was a minor scale, there's a major scale, but there's also a dominant scale that fits these chords. The scale that you learned with your teacher, I think you said when I came in you were playing D Dorian,
Yeah.
that fits over this chord. Chords look like, kind of like that. The different ways to write them, a D minor could also be written like that.
So a lot of our jazz band people in the middle school, they already learned these and they know these. If you will be a bassist for the jazz band, this is the way to do it.
Yeah. So this, that's our minor. If we did major, it might look like this. It could also look like this. We use a triangle in the middle. Have you guys seen that?
And minor was a little minus.
Minor has a little minus. Now the dominant, it looks like this. So we know the difference between minor and major. Somebody very smart told us, check out the third and the 7th.
Who was that, Mike?
Who told us? Somebody said it.
Right.
Okay. She's like, I didn't say it. Somebody said it. So the difference between a major and a dominant scale, does anybody know? I see a hand up, but you might be stretching. Is the 7th. So we flat the 7th. So instead of C sharp, play your...
Mixolydian, last year we talked about Mixolydian. I'm trying to think, what were we learning? But we were learning on D Mixolydian.
You've heard that word, Mixolydian, that fancy word.
Hold your card. Maybe it was a year before.
Okay. Play a C sharp for me on your instrument. Let's hear what C sharp sounds like.
Hi.
And now we're going to play a C, natural. Okay. So, what I would love to do, really quickly,
We're gonna play in a minute. We're getting ready. We'll play in a minute. Gonna all
we're
improvise.
going to play a D major scale. Up there. I think you've done that. Let's just feel what that feels like, right? I need another conductor. Somebody count off this one. Okay. We're gonna go slow with this. We're gonna go 1 and 2 3 and 4.
So
So
we're
you
gonna
gotta do it loud.
4 notes, okay, stick with that.
Yes. We'll stay on, we'll play four pulses per note. Yes.
Are we doing like the regular notes first and not no flats or natural?
Right, regular G major scale.
Yeah.
Like we work every morning in class, yep.
Here we go. You ready? Okay. Gotta say it loud now.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Yeah, I love your teacher. She just that up. Wow, that's the best major scale ever. Okay, now we're gonna do minor. Our conductor, can you count us off again? And this time we're doing minor. What's the difference between the major and the minor again? Let me see some other hands. Anybody over here? Yes. Okay, major's more happy, minor's more sad. Specifically, which notes are we going to
Let's be flat.
flat?
Low 1 on A, by the nut. Yes, perfect.
Did you see that?
Yes, 7th and 8th grade, we worked yesterday on D minor scale. 6th grade, we worked a bit on it. B flat for you is cellos, low 1 on A, violins, low 1 on A. Move your hand to the nut. Basses, on the A string, let's see, on the G string, second finger for B flat. Who am I missing? Violas, low 1 by the nut.
Are we ready, conductor?
D minor.
Are we ready, conductor? Can we get a count off? So we're on D minor. Okay, you got it. Whoa, 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 that's faster. Let's keep that tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that.
Right?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Beautiful. That sounds like music to me. Okay, so now we're gonna try our new scale, our Mixolydian, which is also called a dominant second scale. All right, let me change the note. What note am I changing?
F sharp is high. C is gonna be natural. Okay? I didn't teach you guys that, but the 8th graders last year were pounded them a lot. Sorry, we haven't gotten to mix it yet.
That's okay. I wasn't even gonna say that word, and you said it. I'm like,
It's all good, it's all good.
so this is our dominant scale. D dominant. We got it? We're clear about what we just raised? Yeah, you got it? You're good in the black?
F is high, C is natural.
Here we go. Conductor, you ready? Wait, we can't hear you.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Nice. Okay. So what we're going to attempt to do here is we're going to all try to improvise, but we're going to put this together. So bass player in the back, are you able, I see you smiling, that's cute. Are you able to keep all
She's
the
a brand new
chords?
bass player, but I trust her.
She trusts you.
Yeah.
So that
6th
means
grader,
I-
brand new.
Woo woo. So all you have to do is pulse. Each bar, you could actually, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 2.
You got that.
2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4. 2.
It'll be our drone. Remember from Scottish word, drone.
5. And you're playing quarter notes.
D.
Bar 7, 3,
Then
bar 8.
B
And you're
is
just
one on eight.
playing a
Eight.
tonic. Sorry. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3,
And then D.
4, 1.
I will help you. I'll play the bass with you and Miss Jones will do other things.
1,
All right, Maddie. Maddie, since you're back, each measure gonna be the bass line D, so quarter notes. So we're gonna do each one 4 times. All right.
So we're gonna do. Oh, did we get another bass?
Yeah, she's back. I thought you left. She's our 8th grader, so a little bit more.
Okay. Now,
You got it, Sierra. You got it.
now, what I wanna get done in, we have 15 minutes.
And we would
Is that
love for you
where
to
we
play
are?
something for us too,
Pretty much.
if that's possible.
Yeah.
We would
I
love.
will wait, even if I can stay over. Can I get some people who are willing to take a solo?
Woo!
So what's a solo? Improvisation. I see one there. You get to play around and make your own melodies with that scale
Just
that's
like we did
on.
yesterday,
the
or
top.
6 weeks ago. Same thing, no different.
Okay, so I got 1, you're 2. Remember your number. Who else is willing to try? You're 3. I need one more. 4. Okay, one more. 5. Okay, we got 5 volunteers. Now,
Oh my, that's gonna be beautiful.
let me think for a second here. The rest of you, we're gonna create something called backgrounds. Have you ever heard that? Have you ever seen a big band? Has anybody in here ever seen a big band with horns? And they're like, beep, 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 ah.
Think of Bruno Mars, guys, on the way back, on the back when we have some people with him.
Right? So I'm gonna create a horn section with a bunch of you guys. Now, when we get to the first bar, it would be nice.
Watch out.
The only chord we have to watch out for really is the G7.
It's gonna be an F natural.
Whenever you see a G7, you're gonna go to.
F natural.
F
Think
natural.
of that mixolydian just right now. F natural.
So if you're playing an F sharp, we're gonna designate who's playing F sharp. And whenever you get to a D7, a G7, you're gonna play an F natural, as your teacher says. Then we're gonna have, let's see, make one more harmony. I think okay, we'll have somebody playing a B. Okay, so we'll have 3 sections. What do we have? Violin, viola,
Cellos.
cello.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have the cellos. The whole time you're gonna play A with the rhythm that I give you, right? How about the violins? We're gonna
Cellos, A.
yeah, cellos on A. Violins, we're gonna put you on F sharp. So violins, you guys gotta be pretty snappy because your note is gonna change. If you see a D, you're gonna play F sharp. If you see a G, you're gonna play what?
F natural.
F natural.
Good job.
Y'all got that? Violins? If you see a D7, you play F sharp. If you see a G7, you play
F natural.
F natural. You got it now? Okay, I'm looking at you. With the cue button. So if you see a D7, you play F sharp. If you see a G7, you play F natural. Yeah, that's the only one that I'm gonna make it so that you have to change. It might get a little funky, but it will work on the A. Now violas, let's give you one, something fun. How about if you play C the whole time?
C natural.
C natural. Okay. So now this will be the rhythm. Oh, now everybody who's a soloist, raise your hand. There are 5 of you. You guys are not really doing this. This is for everyone that violins, violas, and cellos. Cellos on A, violas on
F sharp and F natural.
nope. Violas on C natural.
Viola plays C natural right here. Cellos A. And violins.
Violin, you play what? And when do you play F natural? Yeah, you guys are on point. Okay. So that means we have to follow where we are on the form. Bases, what are we doing? Oh, we have more. Are they, oh, you took, I'm just so confused. Look, that's not her. Okay, but you know what you're doing, right? You're playing quarter notes on each bar. You see the bars? So you would just be doing D, 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 D. It's gonna go slower. Like 2, 3, 4, 1. Now the background people, all these background people, your thing is gonna be ba, ba, ding, ding. And if you have a bow, you can pluck or you can bow. So you might, exactly. You might be like, So make sure you're in tune.
I don't know if that bass is in tune.
Right. Oh, let me, I think I tuned up. I tuned to that. Okay, here we go. And I'll help you basically. So our tempo is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The background is simply bum, 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 bum. Got it? On your note. Cellos are on A, violas are on right, C natural. Violins are on
F sharp on the
That's
D. And G is F natural.
okay.
All right. Let's do it.
All right, so we're gonna do it. Where are my soloists? Where's 1? Okay. So we'll do 1 with everybody playing the background, and then you're gonna take 12 bars of whatever you want to do using those notes up there at the top. You can repeat notes. You can use 3 of those notes. You can use 4 of those notes. You can play octaves. You can slide. Anything you want to do. But you got 12 bars, okay? Here we go. So we start with everybody. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a conductor. Okay, let's switch conductors. Okay, you ready? You got the gist of it? We need 1 bar, 4 beats. Ready? We need 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're gonna do that nice and loud. Okay, go ahead.
Dig into the notes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now, soloist number 1. And you keep playing.
That is
Our bottom bases have to keep playing. You never stop. So let's start at the soloist number 1. You got 12
Aaron, keep
bars.
blacking those quarter notes.
12 bars, you say whatever you want to say. Right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, wait a minute. I'm not sure we're on the right place, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. This one.
So 4 beats per measure, guys. 4 beats per measure, and then we change. Okay? Strike.
You get, if you're the soloist, you get to say whatever you want. Just do it loud. You
Anything
were
for the
doing,
team.
you did fine.
You're good. You're good.
You
You're good.
did fine, try it. It was perfect. I stopped because of us. Literally, that was, what you did was it. Did it break?
That was great, Liliana. Keep going.
Okay, let's do number 2. Because I don't believe in forcing anybody to do it. Okay, but no, that was it, what you were doing. 1,
Absolutely.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4. The next soloist was number 2. Where's our number 2? Nice. Next, number 3. Okay, that's it for you now. Number 3.
Third soloist.
Okay, let's start it again so you get all your bars.
Good job.
Who's number 3? You're number 3. Are you number 4? We have 5 of you. You're 5. You're 3? Okay, so you dig in right there on the top of the bar. Here we go. That was excellent, Waffle House. That was great. I loved it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Next, number 4. Who's 4? Alright, let's find our number 4. Who's 4? Is it you?
And once we finish,
Did
guys,
you
all
raise your
12 bar
hand?
blues,
Did you do
it's
it?
like we do the chain of
You
things
gotta
in
change
class.
immediately.
You gotta keep going. Like we do in class chains, you know, we do the chain game. It's the same thing.
Okay. You ready? 1.
Who's solo 5?
So after he finishes, after Keegan finishes, you start right on and measure 1. After 12 bar blues, right on.
If you guys are sitting there doing backgrounds, what I want you to do is go 1, 2, because I want you to know where 12 bars end. Can you count to 12? 4, 5, and see if it comes out, okay? Here we go. So you're doing number 4. You're the 4th soloist, right? Yeah, you can take it. It's cool. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're doing this. Come on, come on. That's it. Nice.
Fifth.
Number 5. what bars are? Did we feel where that is? We now know what that feels like. We probably heard it before. All the soloists, please, everyone give them a hand.
Yes.
Because that's scary to
Yeah,
do.
make it awesome.
And I'm really proud of you guys. If you've never done that before, this is the beginning of jazz. So you want to keep this in mind. I don't know if you have your phones or whatever. Just keep this picture in your head, and I'm sure your teacher will help you to learn melodies on that form. I think you guys have something to play.
It's number 12.
Or is it one time?
Now we want you to play. I mean,
Oh, you want me to play?
Yeah, they were just doing stuff with the background, the decorating. If you want to hear that, real quick.
Whatever you want.
And
Whatever you
then
guys
love to
want.
hear you guys. Let's go ahead and just play what we worked on. Where's my text? Just get turned off.
Yeah, that's good. Did that make sense to you guys? You heard the music?
Aaron, surrender.
No? Yes? Good.
It's on. Is it on?
While your teacher's getting ready, so if you're gonna, because all of you can actually solo, all of you can actually improvise, and it's a fun thing to do. You get to express yourself. So when I'll play a little bit for you, maybe I'll play over the blues after we hear this, and I'll take a solo so you get to see how that.
I want to show you the video that's just so you see the one.
Sure.
I played for them several, but this is the one, the one up there that I showed them all of you, and they talked about Africa there,
Oh, nice.
and the one saxophone as well. So, where is? Here we go, guys. Ready? So, use the sheets. Where are my speakers? I don't have speakers.
What are you using?
Not too loud, so just go. What's going on here? Okay, this is as loud as I can get right now. I guess something's off here, right? Huh?
Yeah.
This is the remote, right?
Yeah, put it to the right corner.
Yeah, it's fully. I think it's. All the text. Oh, yes. Thank you, Mr. Redner. What will you do without open? Totally. Ready, guys? So, use the sheets. Ready? Miss Jones, you gonna join us?
Yeah.
Ready? So here the bass track one?
Yeah, or they could play it. It's just D to G.
All right.
Yeah, if you guys, do you feel like you can hold the D to G? I can, or you can do what you just did. One of the things that they just did could work, and I could just solo over it.
All right.
So this is just to demonstrate on the chords that you guys have been soloing on. I mean, that you've been doing your exercise on how to improvise on those two chords. Okay? Okay. We don't have a lot of time, so I'm just trying to figure out how I should do it. Okay, so if you just want to play like the first part of what they just did, that's fine.
Go for it, guys. D. G. That's a C natural, right on. Woo! Big round of applause.
Yeah, guys. So, like, when you want to improvise, you get to say whatever you feel. You know what I mean? And that's all I just did. I just used the notes that you were using. So I hope next time I come to visit, more of you will be improvising. Okay? I look forward to that next visit to check in on you guys and see how it's going. I hope this made sense and was a lot of fun for you, and you got to learn something today. Did everybody have a good time?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. Hold on. Can we quickly grab a picture? Is that okay? Guys, hold on. I'll just take one picture of Miss Jones with the baby. Yeah.